And as we're coming in, if everyone could keep their background noise to a minimum, and if it gets a little out of hand, I'll just mute everybody and you can voluntarily unmute yourself. So happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I already got Saturday in my mind. I'm thinking about the Saturday training coming up. Happy Thursday. Good morning, everyone. Clear my throat. This week we're kind of focused on step 2 in our proven plan of action, sharing. That's going to be the topic of Saturday's training also. But I was thinking this morning is our business chat. So welcome. And I thought it'd be fun to talk a little bit about the sharing process, because we can always learn from each other and can all, continue to grow. And I wanted to kick it off by sharing some thoughts on the term you've heard me say that Rob and I learned from one of our mentors in another business. Success is not magical, it's mathematical. And it's a simple concept, but, and here's the formula for success. The quantity times the quality of exposures equals the foundation of your success. Quantity times the quality of exposures equals the foundation of your success. And the beauty of it is the company and InTouch ensure the quality of our presentation. We know it's going to be good if we just learn to use the tools at the company. They got a big budget. They got a great production crew. They got a great marketing department. They create all these videos for us. All we need to do is get people to watch them, and I've often said the hardest part of the business is getting people to watch the video, and it's not very hard. So the quantity is totally up to you. The quality is already established. The quantity is your job. And, in the old days, I've been around networking since 1988. And I'm sure some of you probably have been around longer than I have, but in the old days, you needed to carry a whiteboard around with you and know how to draw circles and draw the plan, or drag somebody to a meeting. Does everybody remember those days? That's the way we built the business, And I remember when I first got network marketing, my upline told me the size of your current phone bill will determine the size of your future check. So I used to spend $1,000 a month on a phone bill because it used to be 35 to 50 cents a minute for a cell phone, So nowadays it's, it's 30, 40, $50. You can call anybody anywhere in Canada, United States, and Mexico for free. So it's pretty amazing. So nowadays we have technology. And I came up with a new phrase this morning when I was, thinking about the meeting. Reach out and in touch somebody. Reach out and in touch somebody, because, and I forgot, I don't remember, who was it? Reach out and touch somebody. Is that a cell phone commercial or something? Yeah.
A phone company.
Yeah. So for LifeWave, ours is reach out and in touch somebody. And that's really it. So the question is, are you doing it daily? Are you doing it weekly? Because the quantity and the consistency is up to you. The quality is already done. That's really fabulous. So, are you going to do it constantly or occasionally? And that's depending on your life cycle, your business. Some people are, have full-time businesses. Some people, this is their full-time business. Some people are fully retired and this is their hobby, and that's okay. We have people joining for all different reasons. Many of them come in to the business because they have such amazing results with the product. Getting some beeping noise. I'm going to go ahead and, okay, it stopped. Thank you. Many people like Robin and I came in because of the product, like many of you. The product work. And Kay, you did such a wonderful job on Monday talking about that. You weren't looking for another business, but maybe I'll try it if it works. Okay, maybe I could just, sell enough to pay for my product. Now you can't stop talking about it, which is really wonderful. So I just like to kind of lay that out as an opening for a discussion this morning. These are supposed to be kind of a round table where this is not necessarily a training call, but it's a skill set discussion. So I just be, if that sparked any interest, and I'm going to go ahead and mute all, just so we don't have those unexpected interruptions. And, now you just unmute yourself, but I'd love to hear from some of you. Hopefully that sparks something, or if you wanted to share an experience from you. But, I really, and this Saturday, I'm thinking, we'll be talking about who and how to contact people. But I just like to have some open discussion about, how we reach out and in touch somebody, and and what you're experiencing. If you have any questions, but I'll kind of zip my lip, and if anybody has any questions or anything they'd like to share along this line of discussion, open discussion now. The microphone's yours. If you hit unmute.
I would like to ask who was talking about the actual words that you say before you send someone a video. What are the 2 sentences she used?
The 2 sentences that I recommend, it's not necessarily 2 sentences, once you, and this gets into the daily method of operation, you connect with somebody and then you pique their interest by mentioning a historical breakthrough in affordable stem cell technology, or, I'm having some amazing results with this new phototherapy product in, in my hand, my arm, my leg, my head, whatever it might be. And you also, might be a little bit more targeted by when you're connecting with somebody. How are you doing? Are you experiencing any of those symptoms of aging? And that usually gets a chuckle out of, anybody in the boomer senior range, because we all are. So, that's a way to kind of get the discussion going. And once you pique their interest, you can say, hey, two approaches. You could say, would you like a sample? And everybody says yes. And he'd say, well, great, I'm going to send you a video. And some people don't want to offer a sample, and you don't have to. If you have a good relationship with somebody, you don't have to offer a sample. When Kai Jacobson called Robin, he didn't offer a sample. He gave us his website. He told us how to buy it, and Robin placed an order. So, I guess the 2 sentences I think might be, would you like a sample? Great. Okay, be happy to send you one. But before I do, I'm going to reach out and in touch someone. I'm going to send you a short video. It's a 3-minute video. And if that piques your interest, I'd be happy to send you one. And again, we don't recommend you send samples to anybody that hasn't watched a video, with rare exception. And also, we it's not always necessary to offer a sample. I don't know. Did that answer your question?
Gregory, it's
Yes.
Connie. I
Hi,
think
Connie.
that she's asking about what Kay was speaking about on Monday night, because she said and Kay had mentioned that her people were asking how to open a conversation.
Okay.
And she suggested that you share a story and then you ask them a question. And the question was, what do you know about stem cells? And then let them talk and just kind of hear what they're saying. And then you can ask them if they're open, but it's a way to get the conversation flowing. And so I think that's what she was asking.
Connie to the rescue. Thank you. I was totally missed that. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Kay. That is brilliant. And that's kind of how things happened with Robin and I, because Kai, he didn't ask the question. He just said the word stem cell. And, he had Robin, right then and there. When he told me how much his check had gone up in the last 30 days, he had me.
One other thing, you kept referring today to them as samples, and I thought we were going to change that word sample to gifts.
Yes.
Your gift. We would like to offer you a gift, or but we also want to make sure the wording, and that's what I'm interested too. I wanted to make sure I had that down correctly. Was not, I'm going to send you a video, and if you'll listen, but Kay used some specific language there about that they were committing to watching the video. So I think that's the wording that's important. And maybe Kay could come on and again and share those exact words that she shared with us on Monday.
You're muted, Kay.
Okay. Would you like me to do that?
We'd love that. Thank you.
Okay. So I have a little cheat sheet next to my phone, and I teach my people to do that because they're very scared especially when they first start prospecting. They're scared somebody will say no. So we talk about the fact that the worst that can happen is somebody says no. And so what? Nobody died, nobody got cancer. So it doesn't matter if somebody says no, and that if they do, at least you had a practice and you can think about what you might be able to do better. But what I recommend based on Robin's experience is you make a statement and then you ask a question. So our statement usually revolves around when people say, how are you? Because on a phone conversation or when you meet somebody, that's what they always say. How are you? How are you doing? Are you getting through this time of challenge that we're all in? And we simply say, oh, we're just doing great. We feel so good because we have a product that involves stem cell therapy, affordable stem cell therapy. Those are the words that Robin suggested we use, and I love that. So the other thing you could say, if you don't want to say, we have a product, I say that because I'm a longtime networker and I'm talking to other networking people. I was just thinking today, Gregory, I wrote down, I'm excited about a product that I'm using that utilizes affordable stem cell therapy. And then that's all you say. You don't talk about copper peptides or anything else. The next statement is a question, and that is, what do you know about stem cell therapy? Or have you had any experience with stem cell therapy? Because a lot of people have. By having that question after a simple statement that you've made and have written out, it kind of takes the monkey off your back to think that you have to go on and on about the technology. They don't care about the technology. They care about themselves and what it can do for them. And you don't know exactly what to say it can do for them until you've asked them what they know about stem cell. Like the very first person I prospected, who's now just doing fabulously in my group, spent $22,000 on stem cell therapy and didn't have great results. Had I just gone on and on about stem cell therapy without asking her that, she probably knows more than I do because she's had the injections and I haven't. So, and then my third thing, once we've had that conversation, is I do say, well, you watch a 3-minute video about the product if I send it to you, as opposed to, may I send you a video? One of our gals was doing that and nobody was watching. Everybody said, sure, you can send me a video. And then nobody watched it. So you want to try to get a commitment out of them that they will indeed watch it when they receive it. Does that help, Teresa? Okay.
That's brilliant, Kay. It's the little keys unlock the big doors in life and in business. And that is really brilliant. You know, a statement that it's engaging, and in a question that, you know, I learned from one of my trainers that some of you may know of, if you've been around the real estate, Tommy Hopkins, #1 real estate direct sale trainer in America. And he said, you always qualify before you present. And that statement, what do you know about stem cells? And that's a perfect example. Here you had a friend that spent $22,000 on stem cells and wasn't happy with the results. And we've got a $100 alternative, you know? So that's really brilliant. What do you know about stem cells? What do you know about stem cell therapy? And just a point of clarification, ours is not therapy. We're not legally allowed to call our products stem cell therapy. We're stem cell activation. So when it's okay to ask them what they know about stem cell therapy. That's totally fine. But when you refer to our products, don't say we have an affordable stem cell therapy, because we're not allowed to say that. We have an affordable way to activate your own stem cells. No pain, no needles, no injections. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you for that clarification.
Mhm.
And don't forget to have the paper by your phone because it gives you confidence.
Yeah. Who else has a thought or idea or question along these lines?
Hey, Kay, I have a question. Would you be willing to put them in Live Younger, that little statement that you put by the phone for everybody?
Well, it's constantly changing, but I'd be happy to do that, except I don't have a clue how to do that.
Gregory,
Anyway,
help her.
Gregory, you can work with me if you
Help
want.
her, Gregory.
Sure, I'd be happy to, but you know, you just go there and you just put a comment, you know, just like
On
you do
what?
in our Live Younger Facebook group.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook. I don't know anything
Oh,
about
okay.
Facebook. I'm too old for that. So I think I
Okay.
signed up for it, but I don't know how to do anything with it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay.
I like the fact that the when she made the statement, she was actually getting them to commit to watching that video. And that, I think, is one of the keys. Is it's not just I'm going to send you a video, which was what she alluded to. One of her customers or distributors was having problems because she was sending out all these videos and nobody was watching it. And I like the fact that she gets them to commit to watching it. So you can then follow up by, you committed or you said that you would watch it. I noticed you hadn't had a chance to yet. And you can follow up with that. So thank you, Kay.
You know, that takes
Another thing along that line is I let them know that I will be notified when they watch it. And that makes them a little more pushed to be sure they watch it because they agreed to watch it and I'm going to know whether they did or not. So I do work that into the conversation too.
That's great.
Great.
I like to let people know that the reason I'm sending the video is so that they will know the value of the gift that I'm sending. So I always say, yeah, the reason I'd like you to see this video is so you'll know what it is, so that you'll have value before you actually place it on. That always works.
Good idea.
We could call that our 10 magic words. And it's funny because I built a very successful business in another company selling Pycnogenol, okay? Voice. And we had a program, it's called the 10 magic words. If I give you a cassette, will you watch it? And it's 10 words. And it's conditional. I'll give it to you. And that's when, used to be doing one-on-one meetings. If I give it to you, will you watch it? You don't give it to them until they say yes, say great, and when you're done, I'll probably want to get it back because I'll have other people want to watch it. People would also do stuff like that. But now, if I send you a video, will you watch it? I think that's brilliant, Kay. So it's very smart.
I love it, Kay. I'm going to speak up here. This is Michelle. So I love, Kay, that you said the if, and Gregory, you emphasized that. And also, Kay, I've always been a little nervous about saying, I'll know if you've seen it, like Santa's watching, have you been bad or good, But I think it's kind of fun, actually. I don't think there's a problem. I have a wonderful app and I know when my people watch the videos and so I'll be notified and then I'll reach out to you so we can, talk about it. So I love that. I love not being shy about it. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, we're at the 20-minute mark. We could go a few more minutes if folks have any other thoughts or questions along these lines, but this was kind of a juicy little morning business chat. Thank you, everyone.
Could we just go the next step and see what people say to follow up after they've watched the video? After the person has watched the video, what's the best way to follow up?
That's
to get them?
3. That's the caring. You don't have to wait till next week. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's okay. Suspense
If somebody
is
wants
good.
to chime in and share, that would be totally fine. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Just
I
kidding.
have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, Renelle. Uh-huh.
Okay. I was using the In Touch. I tell you, I feel like such a failure because I never set the follow-up, and it's telling me I have that I have to follow up, and I've never set one. Well, so now I'll have to remedy that. But I just texted my niece last night. She's a veterinarian out of Bozeman, actually. And yeah, and her dog has been really sick. And so I had sent her on Messenger, I'd sent her something about the patches. Well, I don't think she looks at it very much, and she didn't even remember. So yesterday I sent her, I said, "Hi, Kelsey. Alice, who is my upline, saw your update on Nellie, the dog, and asked me if I told you about the stem cell patches." Anyway, I asked her, "Would you like to see if you think Nellie would benefit from these?" And so this morning she answered and she said, "Sure. I've never heard of patches, and it would be weird that the human cells would help animals, as stem cells are supposedly species specific." So you can tell, I haven't told her anything. She hasn't. And then she says, "However, I'm always game to learn more." So just now I went to my In Touch and I was trying to send her a video, but I'm going to have to go to Nitty Gritty 101 and learn how to do it again, because I don't know how to add her name and stuff. So I'll go to that. But what would you suggest I send her, since she's a vet? She's a veterinarian. And
What would anybody suggest? Who would like to chime in?
We have
Or
a,
just-
Renelle, we have an animal testimonial call, and Gregory can speak up. It's probably in the units section on Facebook. Is it, Gregory? You don't know?
Yeah, it probably is, but
So
that's not in Touch.
oh, okay.
So in Touch, I'd suggest either the 3-minute video or the horse video.
Both.
And I'd let her know it's not stem cells, it's stem cell activation, and it's not species
Right.
specific.
right. Well, I thought,
Yeah.
I had sent her, I'm pretty sure I'd sent her just the 3-minute one, but I don't see it. So I'm thinking she's never watched it, and I didn't send it from the In Touch.
Okay.
Or maybe I didn't even send her one, because obviously she has no idea what they are. So I was just thinking like maybe one of the more scientific, but just something that'll explain it. So
I would start with the 3-minute, and I'd suggest that you may want to call her first to just get the initial connection and just clarify that question. Oh, by the way, it's not stem cells, it's stem cell activation. Because
right.
you probably wouldn't want to inject people's stem cells into a dog. But this is so much simpler, and it works really well, and express your enthusiasm for all the dog stories you've heard. You've heard. And quite honestly, I think it works better with canines than it does with humans. It just seems like canines have such amazing, quick, and substantial results. Not that a lot of people don't also, but it works really well on canines, and felines. My buddy Max is sitting here right next to me, and he was ready to cross the Rainbow Bridge about a year ago.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just for your information, the Live Younger group, they're going to be moving if they haven't already, they're in the process of moving all of the animal stories to one specific unit, or whatever we're calling it now. So you might invite her to the Vibrant Living Facebook group, because there's lots and lots of stories, but specifically there's going to be a unit or a group that is will be all animal stories, all the animal stories that have been on
Fabulous.
Vibrant Living. So there's a lot of things there.
Okay, thank you. Well, I also have Alice sent me a thing from Ron Rabin about animals, and so I can invite her to join that group. So, but I don't think it explains the patches, so I need to do that 3-minute one first, so she'll know.
I would do that, and I would move pretty quickly. I'd call her, I'd send her to the 3-minute, and maybe then I'd send her to the horse one right after. Because it works with people and works with horses, it works with dogs. And
yeah, she's got horses too, so.
oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Great. Well, we'll look forward to hear of your success.
Well, this is another quick question. I don't know. I know that, we ask them what they want to do, but I know she's going to say she wants to be I shouldn't say I know, but I think she's going to say she's going to want to be a preferred customer.
Uh-huh.
And so I have not done enough homework, but so if she joins as a preferred customer, I've got 3 preferred customers and they joined before the new one. Well, no, my 3rd one joined after the new one. So she gets these patches and then I wasn't sure how to use them. And I've sent her stuff anyway. I'm not a very good salesman, obviously, but so I don't know how to explain the preferred customer smoothly so that.
Okay. And the way Robin does it, and you probably heard her say, you say, would you be wanting to do this just for yourself? Or would you also possibly interested in sharing and maybe earning some additional income to get your products for free or make some additional income? If they say, right now I'm just interested in myself, say, great, we have a preferred customer program. And it's kind of like Costco. There's a $19.95 fee to join, but then you get the same wholesale price that I get. The product's normally $149. And when you pay the $19.95, you now can get it for $99. And they also put you on our auto delivery, our subscription program. So you'll get your, products coming on a monthly basis, but no worries, you can cancel at any time. So after the first few weeks, if you don't want that second month order coming, you can cancel that, but now you're getting the wholesale price.
Okay. Will she get the samples then of glutathione or something with that first month?
Yes, she will.
And every month?
Every month she'll get samples for 6 months. She'll get samples of other products, 10 patches, a mini sleeve of these other products coming to her.
Renelle, I suggest you go to Nitty Gritty 101 and choose customers. They have wonderful documents under there that will explain it beautifully to you that you can print out and read and have in front of you when you talk to her.
That would be good. Then I could look at it. Yeah, good idea.
Excellent.
And there's a Nitty Gritty, there's a picture of that dog with a cataract eye that gets cleared up. That's very impressive. You can share that.
Okay, well, so I'll let you know next week then. Thank you all.
Thank you. Okay, any final comments before we're just at the bottom of the hour? Anyone wants to share before we call it a wrap? Well, I'll just share, invite everybody to our Saturday morning training where we'll be carrying on the discussion about sharing, step 2 in our proven plan of action. And we'll be discussing who and how to connect with people. So
what about tomorrow, Gregory?
Oh, and tomorrow, thank you. Tomorrow, it's 30 minutes of wisdom with Robin and our special guest, whose name I don't remember, but he's a very close friend of John Ward. He's a coach, he's a mentor, and also a minister in his church. And he's going to be talking, in essence, about don't sweat the small stuff. It's not the exact title, but does anybody remember the exact title of tomorrow's talk? Good, I don't feel alone. But it's about that. It's about, Stephen Covey used to say, don't sweat the small stuff, I think. So, or maybe that was Jim Rohn, one of our mentors. Anyway, so that's Friday. That'll be tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock, but that'll be on liveyoungerzoom.com as opposed to these calls are in Live Younger chat. So great. Well, thanks everyone. Have a blessed day. So
hey,
fun.
Gregory, it's
Yeah.
Richard Rogers, Getting Beyond Smallness.
Okay.
Beyond the smallness. Yeah.
Richard Rogers.
Don't miss it. He's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, just throwing my 2 cents in, but he's wonderful.
Oh,
Yay,
good.
thanks.
So you know him.
I do.
Oh, wonderful.
John and I attend the same church.
Oh, isn't that awesome?
So we both
Okay.
know him. Yes, he really is wonderful, inspirational. You'll love it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that. We're
Well,
looking
thank you for
forward to-
sharing our wisdom this morning. I was
More
looking,
like
I was
Marianne
just
Williams
listening.
than it is the other one,
Good
right? Don't hold yourself small.
Okay, well, if you want to unmute, say hello, goodbye, you're welcome to do that, and we'll kind of check
Sure.
out. And we'll reconvene tomorrow for 30 minutes of wisdom with Richard Rogers.
Thank you, Gregory.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
Wonderful
you.
morning chat.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow, same time. Okay.
Yes, same time. 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Bye, everybody.